I never thought a tiny plastic disc the size of a quarter would blow up my entire life. But there I was. Andrew, heart slamming against my ribs like it wanted out, staring at the notification on my phone. AirTag detected. Karen's car. Location, Sunset Motel. 2 in the afternoon. She was supposed to be at yoga clear across town. My hands shook so bad I almost dropped the keys as I floored it through traffic. The smell of hot asphalt and my own nervous sweat filled the truck. What the hell was going on? After 12 years of marriage, I thought I knew HOA inside out. Sure, she could be dramatic, always demanding her way at restaurants or snapping at store clerks like the world owed her special treatment. Classic Karen energy wrapped in a pretty smile. But cheating?
No way.
Not my HOA. I skidded into the motel parking lot. Tires screaming. Her red sedan sat right there under the neon sign. I crept closer, pulse roaring in my ears. The little AirTag I had secretly tucked under her floor mat 2 weeks ago had done its job. All those late nights she blamed on work stress, all those deleted messages, all those times she came home smelling like someone else's cologne.
I have to know.
Room 12. I heard her laugh first. That high-pitched one she used when she was flirting. Then I saw them through the cracked curtain. HOA in her favorite blouse. Arms around some guy I didn't recognize. His hands way too low on her back. My stomach dropped like a stone. Hua. The word tore out of me raw. She spun around. Face going ghost white then blazing red in 2 seconds flat. That Karen switch flipped instantly. Andrew. What the actual hell are you doing here? Are you following me now? This is insane. Insane. I held up my phone. Screen bright with the AirTag map history. 23 visits to this motel and his apartment in the last month. I put this tracker in your car because you kept lying to my face. Look at it. Agawa. Look at what you did to us. The guy backed away fast, mumbling something about leaving. Hoa's voice went shrill. The kind that made heads turn in public. You spied on me? That's illegal. I'm calling the cops right now. You're the crazy one. Andrew. Always so paranoid. Her eyes darted side to side. Calculating. She stepped closer. Perfume mixing with the cheap motel air. That familiar scent I once loved now turning my stomach. You drove me to this. You never listen. You never support my needs. I stood there, chest heaving, fighting the sting behind my eyes. 12 years. 2 kids. The house we built together. All of it cracking open under bright afternoon sun. Tell me it's not what it looks like, I whispered. Voice cracking. Please. Agawa. Just tell me I'm wrong. She couldn't. Instead she doubled down. Arms crossed, chin high. Full Karen mode. This is your fault. If you weren't so controlling I wouldn't have looked elsewhere. Her words hit harder than any punch. I recorded every second on my phone. The betrayal burning into my memory like acid. The divorce papers came fast. She hired the best shark lawyer money could buy and showed up to court dressed to kill. Playing the wounded victim. Your Honor. My husband stalked me with a tracking device. He invaded my privacy. I deserve the house, full custody, and alimony for what he put me through. I sat there next to my own lawyer, the AirTag and printed location logs sitting on the wooden evidence table like a smoking gun. The judge leaned forward, sunlight pouring through the tall windows, gavel resting heavy in his hand. My lawyer laid it all out calm and cold. Timestamps, repeated overnight stays, even texts she forgot to delete that proved the affair. HOA took the stand, tears on cue. He made me feel trapped. I only met Mike because Andrew stopped caring. Her voice rose again, that familiar entitled snap. This tracker proves he's the dangerous one. The courtroom went dead quiet. I could hear my own breathing, ragged and heavy. The judge's eyes narrowed. He looked at the AirTag, then at her flushed face. Then at the stack of evidence. Mrs. You admit to the relationship. The tracking data shows clear and repeated infidelity. The court finds no justification for your claims of abuse. In fact, the prenuptial agreement is very clear on this matter.
Bang.
Gavel down. She lost everything. The house stayed with me and the kids. She got supervised visitation and had to pay child support because the judge saw the financial mess she tried to hide. No alimony. No victory lap. Just her storming out of that courtroom, mascara streaking, high heels clicking angrily on the tile while the whole room watched. I sat there a long moment after everyone left. The smell of polished wood and old paper still in the air. My hands finally stopped shaking. 12 years gone. But the weight that lifted off my chest felt bigger than the pain. That night I sat on the porch with my kids. The same porch where HOA used to complain about the neighbor's lawn. The evening breeze carried the scent of fresh-cut grass and freedom. I looked up at the stars and let out the longest sigh of my life. Sometimes the truth hurts like hell, I told them. Voice steady now. But it also sets you free. Trust your gut when something feels wrong. Don't ignore the red flags. No matter how pretty the package. Karma isn't always loud, but it always shows up. And when it does, it lands exactly where it belongs. HOA tried one last text the next week. You'll regret this. I deleted it without answering. I was already moving forward, stronger, clearer, and finally at peace. The AirTag didn't just expose her secret. It exposed the truth I needed to start over. And that, right there, was justice served cold.